Trying to set up a third view. Okay, so we have Facebook on a Chromebook, YouTube on an LG V20, YouTube on a Pixel 4a. I'm Dave Smalley, Geeks Garage. We're continuing to upgrade this used $43 miter saw that is getting better and better. Okay, so drill gauge, drill guide gauge. Put a little bit of effort last night into routing this part out and hacksawing that and yabba dabba dabba dooba dabba. Let's see, this is now in the way. So that should now fit pretty good right there. I've got it a few thousandths of an inch behind the actual fence, and hopefully my angle doesn't get into it. We're going to find out in a minute here. Yeah, that's right about where I want it to be. Oh, all right, so what I'm concerned, well, let's just see what happens here. Let's get it in place and start taking some measurements. Come on, babe. Okay. The dreaded F clamp, which are new to me and I like them. But apparently a lot of people don't like them. I don't know why. She swallowed a fly. Maybe she'll die. Alright, so that's some wiggliness going on there. I'm gonna, alright, I use this countersunk bit to drill into there, and I was amazed. This is a pretty good bit, but I was expecting much tougher metal. This is probably in the category of what I would call, quote, pot metal, because as soon as it touched it, going slow, it just cut right in and cut these nice countersinks. There's no countersinking over here yet. I may put something over there someday, not today. So anyway, all right, so the reason I'm putting this in is I've got a track ordered and a flip stop, $33 for all of it, that I think should make some very neat stopping options. And you'll see that when it comes in. It'll come in next week. All right, so the bottom line, let's get this appropriate. All right, so we did the countersink to these. 2 of these little screws are going to go in here. That's what I'm attempting to find out now, is where to put those screws. And before I actually commit, that's what it is. Okay, I will be purchasing a straight edge. I watched a YouTube video where the dude had a very good case for not using your level as a straight edge, because it's kind of straight. It's a carpenter's level. I got it used for $5. I mean, nothing. Well, number one, I like the fact that I have an even clearance all the way here. No more than 1/8 of an inch. Probably about 1/8 of an inch here. Down to closer to a 1/16 or so here. Not bad, not important, because that's the flat part. This is just going to be for mounting my stop. Oh, look at that, man! And I got it. It's leveled. Holy shit! I'm really well. Here, let's clamp this in place. Don't put any real pressure on your clamps on your. Here, I cracked this one right here. I put a little bit too much pressure on it. Like, so don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. If you can learn from other people's mistakes, you will be a very, very good technician. Okay. So I'm not putting any real pressure on it here. I'm just holding it in place. That's all it does. Why are you not? There we go. Okay, How level is it? Ever so slight. Oh, it's even though. Okay, the wood is a touch lower. Wait a minute. No, it's not even. It crosses over. Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right. You got me, fellas. You got me. Okay, so this needs to come down a touch. Okay, I think I gotta come down a little bit more. Yeah, I want this even. I would say that's pretty even now. Let's make sure. Oh, still gotta come back down. Oops. Got worse. Might get worse. Oh, it's rocking back down into place. I did this so good over here. Quote, good, unquote. So how far off is it? I wanted this level with this surface. I don't think it's critical, but it's irritating to me that I'm not getting it exact. I guess I did my routing a little bit off center. But that's really nice and strong and secure. How far off it is. This is the good level. Let's get another level. We got a couple more levels. Let's go find some levels. Well, I found one. Alright, one is enough. Have another little one that I had around here. Maybe still over here. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, let's just see what we got here. It's pretty close to level. Okay, got the 2 bars here, and the bubble is just touching this bar. Holy shit, that's close enough. I mean, yeah, that's virtually the same spot. Holy shit. Okay, so good. That's all right. What happened was I didn't care about this bottom. I cared about making this straight and flat, and I worked my router to this edge. So this line, this indentation, has worked out almost perfectly with this. That's good enough for hand grenades and horseshoes. Yeah, shit, yeah. All right, so let's get to working stuff. It's really nice when stuff works out. Okay, nice sharp pencil. Yep. All right, let's get our level out of the way, because the big deal that the level was teaching me was that this piece of wood, this extended fence, is behind the actual fence, which is good. If it was in front of it, that would cause a problem. Being behind it, it doesn't affect it. Groovy, man. My little F clamp that gets no respect. Okay, let's put you back away. My little $5 level. Should get my. I've already had like 30 times my money's worth out of that $5. Okay, now we're marking these holes and then we'll be drilling them. It's a good idea to have your pencil as level as possible when doing this. and straight, and I think I've got it relatively level and relatively straight. Let's make sure I have good looking marks in there. Yeah, that one looks centered, that one looks centered. Yes, they both look centered. Yay! Okay. Now I shouldn't need this one again. I don't think. Leave her here for now. Okay, there's one, there's two. Boy, that's close to the edge. That's why I'm using the itty bitty. Well, a couple reasons I'm using the itty bitties. Number one, I thought this one would be closer to the edge than I like. And number two, I didn't want to have to countersink too far. And you can see that they just fit underneath, so they won't be touching my workpiece. Is that one good? Yeah, it's good. It's below. I cut this one further than I wanted, really only a hair further, and so this one is pretty much perfect, which almost feels bad at first, but it's good. All right, so you get why I countersunk now, because I want to drill these guys in. Now these have little knurls on the end and quote don't need pilot holes, but I'm going to put pilot holes in it to make sure it's exactly in the position that I want. Oh, and I should get my little electric screwdriver. Okay, got us a screwdriver, ready to rock and roll. Alright, let's see. This is Use Miter Saw Upgrade Part 4. You're just going to use Miter Saw Upgrade Part 4, period, because you're live video. You will be Use Miter Saw Upgrade Part 4, Camera 1, and then Camera 2. We're going to have all kinds of stuff here. Alright, now, really cool tool. I call this a spring-loaded center punch. There was some other name that a guy gave it, marking some, I don't know, don't remember what he called it. I call it a spring-loaded center punch. You'll see that all I have to do is push down, and when I get to a certain point, it'll go ka-chunk, and it'll make a nice mark in my, hopefully in the middle of my circle. Now, so push, oops, that don't look, yeah, it's the middle. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just push down a little bit. You can see the, oh, that's great. Fuck. And it's not quite in the middle, so I want to go that way a little bit. So I put it at an angle. Tuck. Now I'll go back to straight. Tuck. Perfect. Now it's good. Get it better, dude. Yeah, this wood stuff where things move around based on the grain is really a new concept for me. I did that one on an angle on purpose. Yeah, it's off. This grain stuff is a trip. Am I straight now? Yeah, now I'm straight. How are you? Yeah, I think you're pretty straight. Let's make sure. Okay, they are both as perfect as I can get. Oh, I wonder if that's going to cause a problem. All right, so spring-loaded center punch. Really, really good tool for wood and steel. All right, so I've never used. This is too big. These are too big. All right. The smallest hole in this drill block is 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to be drilling the thread depth. So in my screw we have a thread. So we have a thread, and I want to get approximately here to here, right? Where I've got a lot of meat for the threads to dig into. Alright, so let me hold this up to the light, see what I got. That's too small. No, but it's a little bit too small, so that might be good. Put that back. How much smaller than an 1/8 is it? Yeah, it's, we call that a dick in a shirt sleeve. How far down will this go? Okay, so I'm gonna go up one size, see what that looks like. I was being lazy. No, this will work. This is a 332. This is one size below 8. A little less flopping around. It's still good. It's not going to hit my workpiece. But it's okay. I have to put it sideways in order to hit my hole. Alright, so that's going to help me stay more or less straight now. Alright. So, I've never used one of these before. I'm going to learn. Alright, let's get this back right now. Oh, it's on drill mode. Alright, that's drill. Okay. Click her in. Now, what I've seen people do is you put this through, line it to the hole, and then, okay, let's hope that's straight. Now this one I can do properly. Alright, so let's hope that was straight. See what happens. Guy back. These little ones I like to get out of the drill right away, because when you knock the drill over, you break them. And I really like drill bits and don't like breaking them. Okay, let's leave this over here. Screwdriver time. And now this has to be screwed on in place. Good. There. Will it stay? Yeah, it stays. Alright, let's get our little drill bit. I like to leave them in this little plasticky thing. I just put a little, cut a little edge on it. Helps me find it next time that much easier. This one is really tight. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Okay, I hope that I got a straight shot. I guess I do. Okay, let's get the screw lined up properly before we start right there. Notice I didn't come all the way in. Okay, next one. Okay, and we may have a fence extension in a moment or two here. I like that I've got my guard, so I'm not risking my fingers every time I go in there. Alright. Now I like to take, see how it pushed out nice, and it's nice and even. Okay, that's good. So I think I have a straight, my holes are nice and straight. Yes, and it's underneath. And it's underneath. Okay, groovy, man. Alright, get this away. Okay, put it back in that little pouch and it'll be that much easier to find next time. And I just leave it in the box. I used to put it in a special place, and then where's the special place? I'm leaving them in the box, and I like that little piece they got. Okay, let's double check it. Basically what I'm checking for right now is that it does have clearance. Good. All the way along. Good! Okay. Now, those of you who watched the last one, part 3, remember that I got a bunch of adhesive ruler tape that I'm going to be mounting here. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and do that now. Never done this before, so I'm not sure exactly what the heck I'm doing. Let's put a little thought to it though. Okay, now this little locking pin. Okay, so what I have to remember is it's not the blade itself, it's the tooth of the blade that 0 starts. So I gotta find a way to hold it right about there. So I'll probably use a piece of rope or something to just pull this over here. Yeah, because again, if I put it all the way down, then I'm hitting the saw itself, the blade itself. But I want to hit the edge of the tooth, which will determine exactly where the cut starts. Okay. I have a short piece of string or rope. Here's some rope. So I have a short piece. I got lots of big, long pieces. Yeah. Yeah, I got lots of long stuff. Oh, no, this one's long too. I got enough rope to hang Godzilla. There's one little piece. Or something else that will work. I like to have string around, but for some reason string has become scarce on me. Oh, I better leave that alone. No, I could use this. There's a piece of wire. Stop. I'll be putting this motorcycle fork back together soon. I want to get these. I want to get 5 prototypes of the picnic table together. I want to have rustic, sanded, sealed, which is sanded and sealed, routed, so sanded, routed, and stained. So that'll be, the last one will be sanded, routed, and stained. So those are going to be the 5 models that I will prepare, and we'll see if any of them sell. You know, I have virtually no expectations, so I'm not too worried about it. If they sell, great. If they don't sell, oh well. Not much ventured, not much gained. Is that where I want it? Yeah, right about there. Can I make this stop there? I think I can. I think I can. Is that where I want it? Right there. Yeah, let's get you up a little higher. Come down a little bit more. That's a good spot to get my measurement. Okay. Let's lock it there. Okay. Yeah, I can get my tooth right there so I can take a measurement off it. Now, let's go for broke here. Seems clean. Seems clean. See that moving around? I spent a little time. I think I'm gonna mount this thing right about here. I have a way of clamping it to the table itself, but I had to bend over too far to deal with it. I like having it right here. So moving it all around, I think I'm gonna put 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, to mount this girl onto the table saw. I think that would be a real nice setup for now. Okay, now, so at some point this won't wiggle around. Oh, I was trying to wipe it with my hand. I wiped it with this, leave it alone. Let's get, now we need a left to right for this side. This side will be right to left when I get to that one. So let's look for a left, that's a right to left. Here is a left to right. Oh boy, I hope I don't screw this up. I hope. Ooh, cool little container. I like the container. That's kind of neat. Okay, baby. I am not good with stickers. I have failed miserably at sticker many times. So that's why I'm nervous about, oh, look at that, it kinked already there. This is curled on here so tight that it kinks as you're uncurling it. Ooh. Okay, so there's 0. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and it kinks. Shit. See the kink I'm talking about? Uh-oh, somebody went lark. Something happened. Who quit? You look like you're still recording. Did this stupid machine over here quit? No, you look. Oh, what happened? This light went off? You guys saw a blink, but I saw a blink. Anyway, all right. So, kink. Had a nasty little kink in there. I don't like it. Hopefully that all straightens out after this process happens. All right. So kink and all. Let's just see what we're going to be more or less doing. I can see where this is going to be a challenge. Yeah, this will be a challenge. Okay. So I need to let this up a little bit. Let's hope I can do it a little bit. Let's give it a 1/4 inch slack. That might be what I need. I better tie this off so it doesn't just take off. Come on. Alright, can I get this through? I need to go up a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more. Yeah, I was trained to make adjustments in relatively small increments. You can make your increments bigger later on, but start with smaller ones. Small increments helps you get much more accuracy in the long run. Alright, let's see. Do this. Oh, here, oh, that's going to be it. Alright. Okay. I think therefore I am. Now I got to come up a hair more, but I'm on the right track. A little bit more up. Little bit more up. So I've been doing these at about, let's call them 3/16 increments. A little bit more than 1/8, a little bit less than 1/4. Or if I'll ever learn how to talk in metric. Bring it up. The edge. Need to turn this hair. Okay. I think this will work. My kink is in the way, pissing me off. Friggin' up my stretch. It appears, this little bump that goes like this, it appears that this side is pretty close to exactly 2 inches away from the edge of the blade. My kink is right at 1 3/4 inch. So I'm not super confident right now about the length measurement that this thing's going to give me. Very non-confident, to be honest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this piece here is going to go away. I want to stop it. See how I'm peeling this back? I'm going to stop it right at the kink point. So now I'm going to be sliding this part away as I get serious about sticking it in place. Okay, let's hold this. It's a good 0. That looks like a spot on 0 to me. Groovy. So now I'm going to stick it to the wood. Peel this back. Peel this back. Give it some tension. In place. Okay, now. Alright, so it's slightly imperfect there. Okay, so I got a tiny little bit left over. There's my knife. Ooh, kind of tough. Good. Oh, it doesn't just cut, you have to work at it. Alright. So, cheap old me, I'll save this. Cut that part off. Okay, that'll need this. I don't think so. A little bit of waxism. Alright, so let's throw this fella in here. And see, we put that back in our left to rights. I'll probably find a use for it someday. Okay, that looks kind of cool. I guess I'm gonna, oh no, oh yeah, okay, so now we need to cut it here and here. Okay, let's leave, oh, there's not much gonna be on the wood, is there? Oh, the wood's at almost 1 inch. Okay, there's not much gonna be on the wood. Like the big city. Okay, this is right about 9. Let's cut this right here. Right on. This is 8 7/8. So I'm gonna cut this guy. Try to do it nice and neat. Come on, do it neat. It doesn't want to be neat. arguing with me. Oh, it crinkled a little bit there. Bastardo. All right. Now this one. All right, so let's get this fella out of the way. Oh, let's check our zero. We still have a nice looking zero. I think I got a pretty good zero there. If anything, it's a little bit too far that way, but it's a very, very little bit. Okay, Mr. Wire came in handy again. I love little pieces of wire and string and rope. I guess it's from my sailor days. We learned how to lash stuff down. Alright, so let's... Ooh, I should save that. That's a nice 1 inch. So again, I just threw this away. There you go. I thought I would not need it. There it is, way down there. And now I'm going to use it. Alright, see there. Alright, so let's cut this one off right at the 1 inch mark. Come on. Right on the 1 inch line. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can save this. That one back in here. Left to right. Put that back in here. I may find a use for that. Cool. Okay, well, I'll say this much. It's looking good. Alright, so that's nice. So now we need to cut behind the steel, right at the edge of the steel. I don't know if it's steel, like I said, I think it's probably pot metal, which is really high quality stuff. The excess doesn't want to stick to the wood here, because it's a tiny little sliver. That's not working out very well here. Yeah, it's moving around. It's not sticking. It's not sticking. Alright, like the big. Oh, and now to get this out, I've got to damage those. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. But you know what, folks? I'm going to leave it like that for now. Let's get you out of here. I don't like it. Oh, well. Yeah, that didn't. That's ugly there. But boy, that thing is right on 2 inches there. Okay, and this is, if I remember correctly, I was trying to get 8 inches, and I had to frig around with it with my block over here that I didn't like at all. Oh, now that I've got a nice smooth backing, even if I just clamp a block there, I've got a lot more control. A lot more control. Oh yeah, good. Okay, that's good. So even without my little flip down, this, I'm happy with this. Yeah, that's in place nice and solid. Oh yeah. Good. There we go, folks. I would call that a success. Maybe later I'll try and make some stuff. Okay, I will I'll shut everybody down. Let's start with Facebook. Goodbye, Facebook. Thank y'all. Okay, that's Mr. Facebook. Now we'll get rid of the Pixel 4a. See if I do this right. I'm learning how to do it.